Hi, how are you? I hope you have gone through all the 7 sections thoroughly and you have followed me properly as well. And I think some of you have prepared notes also. So guys, don't wait and start practicing because without practice, you will not be able to crack IELTS. Secondly, IELTS is about 65% is your role when you are going to practice, and my role is only 35% as I have to make you familiar with the concepts, with the techniques required for cracking the IELTS exam. So this is the last section of this writing course, and in this section I am going to tell you the points for 9-band essay along with a sample essay. In this lecture, I'll explain you the points you need to consider for 9-band essay along with an example and the planning of the same question. Let us get started. So now we have these points. We need to look at all of these thoroughly and we should follow all of these in order to get a good band score. Read the question thoroughly, at least twice. Plan your essays properly. Prepare a question for body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 and then answer why and how with examples in the body paragraphs or supporting paragraphs. It is very important. You must plan your essays properly, then prepare a question for body paragraph 1. What exactly body paragraph 1 is demanding. If you'll prepare a question, you will write it coherently in the same paragraph. Now, do not write less than 290 to 300 words. Minimum 290 words you may write. Yes, in the exam they mention at least 250 words, but that is at least. So you should write more than that. Write ideas properly. Maintain coherence. Before writing next paragraph, revise the previous one or read previous sentence before writing next. This is going to help you a lot in maintaining coherence throughout. Last but not the least, take care of proofreading. Devote 5 minutes on this. Check spellings and grammar and replace the easy words with the difficult ones. So what can you do? You can easily replace good with great. You can replace worst with other words. So basically exacerbate. Okay, exacerbate. You can remove. If you want to write words, you can write exacerbate instead of worst. Okay. In a similar manner, you can correct your grammar. If you have written has go, you can write has gone. You can correct it. For that, 5 minutes are required. Now we have this question. Disruptive school students have a negative influence on others. Students who are noisy and disobedient should be grouped together and taught separately. Do you agree or disagree? So clearly it is a agree or disagree essay. Either agree or disagree. If you want to give some statement, that can be given at the end. So disruptive school students have a negative influence on others. So that means noisy school students or insincere school students, insincere pupils have an adverse effect, have an adverse effect on other learners. Students who are noisy and disobedient should be grouped together and taught separately. So this is the main question. The students who are noisy, they should be taught separately. They should be grouped together. They should be taught in a separate group. Do you agree or disagree? So now we have vocabulary for the same topic. For disruptive, we can write noisy, disobedient, naughty, insincere, notorious, disturbing. Influence, impact, effect. Students, pupils, learners. Teachers, educators, mentors and tutors. So this is the way we can use topic based vocabulary for this essay, and it is required for a 9-band essay. How can we plan this essay? This essay disagrees to a major extent. So if this is, I have mentioned it, if this is to what extent or how far do you agree? Then you can say this essay disagrees to a major extent. Why noisy students should not be taught separately? So I disagree to a major extent, then what? But why? Why do I disagree to a major extent? Why do I feel noisy students should be taught separately? Okay? Should not be, because this is my opinion. I think noisy students should not be taught separately. Insincere students should not be taught separately. But why? They can improve in company of sincere learners. So when they'll be in company of sincere learners, they can definitely improve. They should be given strict punishment rather than being taught separately. They should be given strict punishment rather than being taught separately. They can develop negative attitude towards other teachers as well as students if taught separately. It is true. If let's say for example, you are a noisy one, or you are an insincere student and you are given a different batch. So what will you have? You'll actually have some kind of enmity towards your teacher. Okay, so that is not required. So these are the three reasons which we can easily mention in the same essay. So this is the end of lecture 1 of section 8, and in the second lecture of the same section I'll show you the sample essay, one essay, and in one lecture itself, and I'll explain you how to write 9-band essay. So wait and watch.